Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Here's my video discussion for our class. And the first thing I want to talk about is the role of ethics in everyday life. Well, the role of ethics in everyday life is really important because it comes down to the right and wrong decisions that we make in every day. And those decisions that we make can either affect ourselves or it can affect everyone else. So we have to make sure that our ethics are in place, when it comes to doing right and doing wrong. And I don't think there's something that we really think about, but it's really important because what you do today affects others and it will eventually affect yourself. And how do biblical and secular perspectives differ in addressing moral questions? Well, biblically, we have a biblical thing that we follow when it comes to the Bible and how we see things in life when it comes to a Christian worldview. We look at things in a certain kind of way. We follow the ways of Jesus and the way he moved and how he was. We tend to live our lives according to that. But a secular perspective is very different. They live their lives based on how they feel personally. Like, it's based on how they personally feel. Whereas when you're biblical, you base everything off of being like Jesus because we want to live our lives and be closer to Jesus and do things as Jesus would have done. But secular people, they differ when they address their moral compass or moral questions because it's about a personal feeling, not really associated with Jesus. Um, and then, my understanding of ethics and if I think that they're important to my daily life, ethics are very important to my daily life. Um, I live my life every day by my biblically. I try to live according to that, and everything I do it in that fashion. I don't really get too caught up in what everybody else is doing. If I don't feel good about it biblically, and I don't think that from what I understand about the Bible and how the Bible is and written, if it's not according to that, then I don't want to live my life that way. That's just not how I live. I don't live according to those things. It's all based on biblical principles and biblical ethics and morals. That's the way I do it. How important is ethics to my ministry or career aspirations? Well, when it comes to my ministry, anything I'm a part of, when it comes to that has to be number one. Ethics and how you live. You're doing wrong things ethically. I can't really get with that. Same thing in my career. I finished a 21-year career in the military, and but I wasn't following Christ at the time. But then when I got out of the military, I started my own business, which is now my new career. And everything I do is ethically sound, in my opinion. I don't really, if the people don't like what's done, they don't like the job, I don't take the money. I give it right back to them. Um, I just do things according to that way. It's not about the money in my business. I don't treat people badly to make money. I don't treat people the wrong way to, badly or wrong to make money. It's all based on what's right. And they're not comfortable and they don't like what I did, they can have their money back. That's how I do that. Briefly explain why morality is important and what I hope to gain from this class. Morality is important because people need to have a basis of where they stand, and when it comes to right and wrong, whether it's affecting themselves or whether it's affecting the whole group, a group of people. And what I hope to gain from this class is better understanding of morality and ethics in a biblical perspective. So I thank you all, and I'm glad to be a part of this class. And I hope you all have a successful semester and just keep being great. Thank you.